Hi everyone, Brooke Sapelsa with NBC Out. I'm here with Kathryn Hahn, star of the upcoming film Bad Moms, and one of the actresses in my personal favorite show, Transparent. Kathryn, tell us all about Bad Moms.
Well, Bad Moms is, I would say, kind of a really cathartic wish fulfillment fantasy escape movie for all of us that have any sort of expectation either from ourselves or from society that we just kind of want to bust out of for a second.
Okay.
It's so relatable because I think there's such a crazy expectation. We're in such a child-centric culture where it's like the cult of the child, and there's all this like projection of what it's supposed to look like and what it's supposed to feel like and what it's supposed to. And I think that there is it's an impossible setup. So you're going to feel like a failure in some way. And so I feel like that this movie was a really really just fun, like, to all those expectations. Also, mothers are usually like, you know, we see them historically in movies as like being kind of like these saintly figures, and it's like, no, we're just the same women we were before.
Transparent was just nominated for 10 Emmys, which is amazing.
I know.
Are you surprised at what a huge hit the series has become?
Yes and no. I would say yes, because I always knew from the beginning that there was going to be there was going to be an audience for it that was going to be very passionate. And had I known that it was going to like reach and speak to this many people, I am like, it just makes me so moved, so moved.
Transgender issues have really made their way into the public consciousness. How do you think Transparent contributed to that conversation?
By showing Maura as a real complicated human, that she's not, you know, again, not a sainted character. It's not like there's not like it's such a, the agenda is more complicated because it's not like she's like her, you know, she's her own really complicated kind of self-centered bird. And I think that it's about making her into the fabric of this family that just feels like an American, like I think that's why Norman Lear even so attracted, like all these like novelists are very attracted to it, and because it feels like it's a American family, and I think that's why it's so it's a little bit like subtly subversive and important, because it's showing that it's just normalizing.
I have a lot of friends who are fans of the show, and when I told them that I was interviewing you, they're like, I love her. And your character just seems to resonate with so many people. Why do you think that is?
I think the Pfeffermans why the Pfeffermans are so fascinating is because they do such kind of despicable things, but you can't stop watching them. And I think they're such beautiful because they were holding on to the secret their whole lives. They kind of are stunted, and I think Rabbi Raquel is such a way in for the audience. You know, you always need that.
You were working on a new project with Jill Soloway. I love Dick, which is probably the only time I'm ever going to say that expression. Tell us about this.
Do you know, it's a book. Do you know this book?
I don't.
Okay, there's a book by this woman, Chris Kraus. It's kind of been heralded as kind of this like feminist, and it's basically a series of letters that she wrote to this cultural critic named Dick, and this is very, very loosely based on that. But I in it play a woman filmmaker who also has an obsession with a cultural critic named Dick, and it's in becoming through this obsession, through this like. You know, obsession and awakening she finds herself, that actually Dear Dick becomes Dear Diary, you know, to a certain extent. And we shot it in Marfa, Texas, which was crazy,
awesome.
Gorgeous, and it's an awesome cast, and yeah.
Great. And when and where can we see
Amazon, we just did the pilot, so we're waiting, but it's Amazon.
When can we see Bad Moms?
Bad Moms opens July 29th, so in like a hot minute.
All right, great.
Well,
I will be watching it.
Oh, good.
I hope everyone else will as well.
So nice to meet you. I'm
so
so
great
excited
to meet you.
for this. This is awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for chatting with NBC
of
Out.
course. Thank you.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here. And click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.